Maybe I'll learn, maybe I won't. It's either get burned or let someone go. What you see through your eyes can not always be seen. What you feel in your heart will not always be clean. Got a mind that's grown, got a mind of routine. Are you scared of commitment? Cause it's not guaranteed. Hoping my pride will put the rest out of me. Switch to society and get a view of the sea. Picture a bar, nothing bizarre. Down my last drink, about to head to my car. Stopped in my tracks, I spotted something unique. What a sight to behold, I need to hear how she speaks. So it's good, you probably hear that on a daily. How about I order you another Bailey? Continue conversating. First my name is Ant, what's yours? I didn't catch it. Channel red man, cause it's time for some action. Really digging your style, I got a place we can go. Tell me baby you're free, cause if you are then I'm sold. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. We can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
It is what it is. Tell me how you living, maybe we can hit the crib. Love the way you look at me, attention's on your lips. Laugh when you say finally before we shed a kiss. You bring the color to the canvas that I paint in my head. Not trying to eat the lies the devil feed me all to my left. Cause then it's off to my steps, long of regrets. Looking at the review, pondering like where it all could have been. Something special in you off the rip when I sensed. Had to play my cards or at the moment could ghost. Others couldn't view what I had seen through the lens. And so I took a shot and left the night with a toast. Tatted in my mind is your grand. Said you cried cause a man lost my mind to some women. Maybe they ended up friends. We can leave resent out of the diet. Weather the storm, I'm just
I
testing
want
the
you to
climate.
vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. We can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
Well, hello, everybody. It's like it's one of those things that you call like what, deja vu? Like when you think it's happening and it's not happening. It's like, one of those moments right now. So I'm here with my longtime friend for life,
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Rudolph Spivey. I love you to death.
Why you always do this?
I really do. I am one of your, I think, not just a fan, but I love the way you love your family. That to me is beyond, like, you are one of the best men on the planet in my eyes. Okay?
Don't
So-
hear that?
So I want to start by saying you were supposed to be my first guest on coming back on what is the definition of love. You
Yep.
ended up being in the hospital
Yep.
with your beautiful woman,
Yep.
having your little baby girl, your
Yep.
gift from God, the biggest. I think that was like one of the best gifts you were gifted this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that. Like, I see the
Yeah.
little pictures. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was, yes.
So how do you feel about it?
Which part?
Everything.
The missing the show part, I was very...
No,
I
I
was
forget
very-
about that. I'm not even
I
worried
gotta
about.
start there.
No,
I was like, I was sitting there like, I'm like, she ain't gonna believe this.
Oh no, I believed it because I went on Facebook too in the afternoon, and I was like, no, she did not. What you gonna text me? I was like, I already knew. So that was all right though. Even if it didn't happen that
It
way.
was big for your show.
It was too big for me to handle. I swear.
was
I was
big
I
for
was
your
thinking
show.
of coming to the hospital, but I said, you know what? Nah. No, I don't want to see. No.
It was crazy. It wasn't supposed to happen. That was my wife's baby shower day too. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Now, the next day was the baby shower day. So the day
What?
she was born on was her birthday, my wife's birthday,
Yes.
and the baby shower
Yes.
day. And I missed your day while she was in labor because she
All right,
went in at 4 o'clock.
I'm not even worried about that.
It all came. She stopped everything. She stopped
Well-
everything. Like, look.
She is your whatever you have been always waiting for, right? So
Well,
anyways,
yeah. I didn't know that I was waiting on her, but now that she here, it's evident.
it's evident.
It's evident. Yeah.
So what happened after the show? Where are you now? I mean, I remember you having some difficulty dealing with certain things that happened to you in the past. I remember when I asked you what was your biggest regret, that to me was like one of the moments that stuck with me throughout my I think when I stopped the show, that was the only thing that kept me going to say I'm going to bring my show eventually back. I just didn't know how epic it was to have somebody like you, because we knew you at the events that we used to come to. So we saw you on stage. I never actually had sat down with you and spoke the way we spoke. I think it became more of a personal kind of friendship that we then got to have after the show. You understand? Like it became like a family kind of way. Because you changed my point of view in things with life. And here you are saying to me, well, yeah, my biggest regret was watching my friends, get to their spot and I couldn't do anything about it. So I think for me, that was like one of the biggest wow moments. I mean, till this day, I'd be sitting at the house. I used to be sitting at the house and I'll tell him, remember, man, like how difficult it was for him? He's like, yep. And it could never go away. So like my question to you is like, did you have that moment after you left the show? Did you have to come back, like reinvent yourself, go through your emotions again? Did you have to deal with certain things about your past that you kind of left behind and had to, like I brought them back to you on the show?
I wouldn't say you brought them back to me on the show because the things that I spoke about was always there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think you asked the right question. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard for people to ask the hard questions. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when people are asked a hard question, people don't have the answer for them. But when you asked that question, I had the exact answer that you wanted because I don't see no easy way out of, you know what I'm saying, being approached and asked something that I'm not regularly asked, but I do know. So I was very in tune with myself and know fully what the things that I regret. Some of the things that I do or not do, some people will regret them or they won't, but I'm fully aware of the things that I do regret or the things that I do hold on to. Since then, that moment right there, did it take anything away from me or did it make me have to reinvent myself or nothing like that? I think that moment right there was, like I said a second ago, it let everybody know that I was pretty much aware of what things touch me, where I may be more sensitive or my sensitivity may be embellished or whatever, or the smile leaves and the real thoughts happen. You feel what I'm saying? Or you would say, or you per se the things that I may mask. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it and how I built off of it was, did I know I was going to break? No. Did I know that question was coming? No, but it was an unavoidable question and it needed to be answered for whoever may have paid attention or looked upon be in the position that people place me in. You feel what I'm saying? So I was obligated to answer that question no matter what emotion it brought out of me. You feel where I'm coming from? Because
I mean, I really I have a lot of respect for you because I don't think you knew about my show. Anyway. So like for you to come in and take the seat and answer all the questions, whether it was something that you're gonna have to be honest or lie about, that's on you. Like I say to a lot of people, like I have some guests that came here as a couple, and one of the people that was here on the show when you were gonna be here, she came alone. She had a man that day when the first time on my show.
Yeah.
The man is gone. She said I could, I was used to lying, and it was okay at that time because he wanted her to lie, and she and I could see like in her, like she's like yeah, and it's like you can tell that people are just their emotions, they're trying to hide things, and like with you I kind of felt like this is it, like this is my time, this is where I need to tell people I've been there too, so if I could make it, you guys can do it too. And no, it's not easy, and to me that's what I kind of saw. I saw like a guy that been through a lot because of some of the choices he made in life, but then he turned himself around and did better, and look at you today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very proud of you. Like, I didn't know you in the past, but I mean, and your woman, apparently they're not married, but to me, he's married. I don't care what he says. That's it. He said no. So anyways, but I think that for her to stick around too, and and help you through it all, I think that was also an amazing, because a person just doesn't do it by himself. He needs some kind of
always
backbone.
Always. Ev always there. My wife always there.
Cool.
She said, I get on her nerves, but she
does say stuff
there. She always there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
I love her.
You know how it goes. Social
love
media different. I'll be sitting there and I'll look at a post on my page. I'll be like, yo, what up? Yeah. She's like, what you worried about? If it ain't about you, it ain't about you. I'm like, nah, man, I'm different. People looking, they thinking you talking about me. You know what I mean? Now, we go through our stuff. That's 20 years.
So how's fatherhood?
Fatherhood, always good. You know what I'm saying? That's just certain decisions where you got to pull yourself all the way back. See, I had a good father. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain, you know what I'm saying, times where you have to really fall back. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't apply certain pressures to your sons. And I fall back. You know what I'm saying? And I more or less... like I say, I put a border around my sons. If you go outside of that, perimeter, then it's gonna be a problem. Now they might peek over, but they never went outside of that perimeter on me. You kind of understand what I'm saying, and I don't think it's out of fear. I think it's more or less out of respect and more out of not wanting to disappoint.
So I gotta tell you, I was watching one of your videos with I'm not sure which child it was, but you guys were in the studio and they were doing some things with you. Which one is that one? Is that the youngest?
The youngest. The youngest, more than likely, he stay around me the most. You know what I'm saying? He wear my size shoe now.
Oh, Lord. So does that mean you share clothes?
Nah, I can't share no clothes.
No shoes?
If he want it, he get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want him to. I would like it to be that way. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But he's about to trample over my shoe size anyway. Okay. So if I have something, I got a lot of them too. So if I have something and... You know what I'm saying? He may need that for the day. Then it's
okay for the day.
It's like that. But
So what if he comes home with the shoe scratched? What would you do? You whoop it?
It's like nah. It's not. It's not that serious. It's like I probably wouldn't even notice that anyway. But he like his own. You feel what I'm saying?
He has his own style.
Yeah. I'm more another way, and he more.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's got his own.
Different stuff.
So I have a question for you. So how's fatherhood? Is it different having this new beautiful baby girl and having these two boys? Is it a different...
For them?
For you first.
Oh, for me?
How do you...
It's different. It's different.
Do you have, like...
Well... It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
So are you complete now?
Yeah, I've been complete, but you didn't know. I didn't know that I wasn't until she came. You kind of understand what I'm saying? You didn't know. You don't know until it comes because this 13 years later. So for me, I thought it was we thought it was a done deal. You know what I'm saying? We was just getting on each other's nerves.
Well, my mom has a boy who's 13. There's 13 years between my brother and my other brother, and between me and my brother, there's 19 years. So when my mom had my brother, I was 19. I was actually coming to the States.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that itself, like when I saw that you guys are gonna have, and then it's a girl, I was like, yo, this is going to be an epic moment for them both.
The girl is just like she messed with me. She don't mess.
She
messed with my wife, you know, and she do good. She a great baby. She don't cry all the time or nothing like that. She just chills. She say what she want, and that's that. But when I walk in the room, it's over. She like, Ed, back up. My daddy in the room. Boom, bam, bam. That's how it go.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it go.
That's how it's
It's
supposed to
nothing
be.
about it. You know what I mean? And I pay more attention when my sons came through. I was a totally different person. You feel what I'm saying? I had to change so they could walk and lead by example. So a lot of my changes affect them now in a positive way. But now my daughter, she like came and
Your daughter now
she gets
came
100%.
in to the best moment
Yeah.
because you are 100% the person that she wants you to be.
Yeah.
And more. So wait till she be like 5. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You will be in heaven.
Yep.
I don't think you will be coming by
That's-
yourself to the studio, just letting you know.
I don't think so.
She'll be
either.
coming and sitting on a table.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
It'll
don't-
be about her,
yeah,
the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I
'Cause
could
the
see
show
that.
is about her right now.
I could see that. I really could see her. And her mom is also like,
Yeah,
out
I told him
there,
to come.
so-
I told him to come by too. I was like, yo,
we're gonna.
Michelle and them said they want to see you
I'm
in the
gonna.
baby.
Yeah.
She was like, it's cold. I said, she said she got
It's not
heat.
cold out.
She said she got heat. You know, so that's like that. But I love fatherhood either way. I wouldn't trade that for nothing. I love being by my kids. My father was there for me, and that's not the reason. It's just I just want that to happen for them. I want that to happen for Ed. I want that to happen for my wife. I want that to happen for my kids. I want that to
Yeah.
happen for them. I want that to happen for me. You know what I'm saying? I want when you see me, you see that happen.
Have you ever had that moment? Because it happens to me. Like I look at my boys, they are extremely intelligent, and I go like, "Yo, how the hell did that happen?" I mean, look at me and look at them. Like, yo, I'm not even.
I'll be looking the other way.
I'm
I'll
not
be looking
even
like,
close to that. Like, I mean, they make me stand like proud. Like my younger son, he goes like, "This is the best mother anybody could have, because you know this is why I am who I am." And I'm like, I kept quiet. Like, wait, but you used to call me like so many things like 3 years ago. And now, like, every time you walk into the room, "Mom, how have you been? I missed you." I was like, am I dying or something? Like, the other day, he's like, "No." He texts me out of the blue. He goes like, "I just want you to know you are the best mom and I love you." I said, "Okay, so you need something? You need money? How can I help you? Am I dying?" He's like, "None of them." I was like, "Oh, so this is like a real thing?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay. Thank you. It feels good."
My sons, they make me proud every day. Do they surprise me? Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? They don't surprise me anymore. It would surprise me if something negative came out of them, but the positive things that they do or the positive ways they move or when they do something that's out of the ordinary, that's a risk, but it's positive or whatever, it don't surprise me because I know, you know what I'm saying, what I know they're capable of doing way much
more than they are already.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we wasn't equipped with the things and the tools
Yeah,
of
I think
life
maybe
that they are
that's
equipped
that's
with
true,
right now.
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because half of them wouldn't be here if we was. Ain't that right, true?
Yeah.
we
That's
would have
true.
known. We would have. You know what I'm saying?
so true.
they are way more. You know what I'm saying? Advanced, and they got way more reach and way more tools than we do. And
Yeah,
we are the limited ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were the limited ones for
You know,
sure.
So that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Even now, we may be the parents, but in the sense of this generation and the way technology moves, they are way ahead of us.
Oh,
You kind of understand what I'm saying? So you got to respect that, and you can't be surprised by the magnitude of their intelligence because of the tools that they have to use that put them that much farther ahead of us. All you can do is be the parent and respect
and support them.
The things of their generation, you know what I'm saying, and implement the things of yours.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the rules stay the rules stay and the tools may.
Yeah,
if you use them
I
right.
agree with you. I like
You
that. The rules
understand?
stay and I like that.
You know
That's
what I
cute.
mean?
That's
So,
cute.
That's how it is. But they always make me proud. You know what I'm saying? My whole family always make me proud.
And
You know?
I'm sure they're proud of you too, no matter what, because you're awesome.
They better be. You heard
You're
that?
awesome. You're very awesome. So, is the love between you and your wife the same now that you have a daughter, or is it stronger?
Now that we have a daughter, well, for me, I think it brought us together tighter. I think it brought us closer. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, God got a way of making things happen. You know what I'm saying?
I was
it just comes around the corner like that. You could be confused about what this supposed to be, how this is supposed to be, how is this supposed to go in life, this is supposed to go in life, because this is happening. You feel what I'm saying? And then right smack in the middle, you know what I'm saying, God said, nah, this is what's happening. You feel what I'm saying? Regardless of what you think or what you think, this is what's happening. You know why? Because I know y'all gonna do this. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever it is, I know y'all gonna do this. Now, do it make us stronger? Yeah, because she got a girl. You feel what I'm saying? I got a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
then you look in and you say, how y'all gonna do this? How we gonna do it is how it's been being done. Regardless, you feel what I'm saying? This is how it has to be done. You know what I'm saying? And as we get older in a relationship, you may always wonder if this is that way, or this is the love this way, or the love is that way.
Yeah.
And then you got growing people inside of your house also that you may have an opinion on. Like my opinion of my son, or how my outlook or perception of my son and how he should move is different from her perception.
Okay.
And same for the middle, and now
Yeah.
for the daughter, even for the puppy. You feel what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
because you have a puppy too. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But
So how's the puppy also? Like, is he or she jealous?
Nah, she cool. She just thinks certain things that's the baby's is also hers. You know
Ain't
what
gonna
I'm
happen.
saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying? But but to answer the question without question, it brought us closer. It brought us, this is where we at with things. You got your girl, we laugh more, we joke more, things are less serious, and of course we working together to raise the
And maybe
to
you
raise
guys
them.
have to spend a little bit more time together than before.
Yeah.
Because now she's little and you don't want to miss out on things.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to, I'm sure she doesn't want to miss
Yeah,
out.
bro. We both home now for the maternity part of things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're both home. So you get to look back or outwardly at what will create distance between you. And if you're working and I'm working and we're barely seeing each other and we're barely doing shit together, where it takes a toll. You always see me run out the house. You always see this is happening. All of that together takes a toll. And then you have the moments like now where it's like, this is happening, everything stops. Sit down. You got to sit together. You got to get this together, get the baby schedule together. Wham. Y'all going to have to be here. You know what I'm saying? And do this thing, and it changed your whole perception of, damn, this 20 years. Man, I've been together 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, we've been doing this for 20 years. Where did 20 years go? You know, look at wham, you just you feel old. Like, where did 20
you guys have
years
already
go?
done 20 years, so it's not going to make you fail anyways, because you are
October will be 20 years. That's
experienced.
20 years.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
old I
saying?
am.
You know what I mean? You had to throw that in there, right? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so.
So how does the boys feel about the little one?
Man, now they love her. They love
Okay,
her.
how did they?
Yeah,
guys
you know how
break
that
the
went.
news?
You know how that went.
Because I want to hear this.
They just looked at
Did you
you.
just sit down at the table, or how was the discussion? How did you guys bring it on to them?
Well, you know, he just walked in and act like, you know, I'm pregnant, and they look like, yeah, all right. Ain't nothing happening behind that door.
Well, it didn't happen here. It actually happened someplace.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they be looking like. They looking like. Then it was like, ugh. Then my youngest was like, my youngest son. He threw a little tantrum for a while. He was just on his, you know, how, no, it's possible. Ain't nothing else coming behind me. And then once we start getting closer or whatever, it died down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then she came, and then now they both. My youngest interact way more. My oldest, he tall, he heavy-handed. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He be more uncomfortable, but we all play our part.
So do they change diapers?
Nah, nobody but me and my wife change diapers.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of course. That's my
boy,
daughter.
That's what
That's my
Yes,
daughter.
That's
That's
what I'm
what
saying.
man.
The best dad. Yes.
That's my daughter. You crazy?
love it.
No. I change Pampers.
So-
I give baths.
Oh my
I do
gosh,
all
you
of that.
do it all?
Yeah, I do all.
Look
man.
at you. Oh my
I do
gosh.
it
You
all.
Ebony, you got to do a video of this. Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
Yeah, I do it all. I do it all every day.
But like, did you do it with your boys?
Yeah, I
Or
changed
did you
Pampers.
have to learn again?
Nah,
Did
I
you have
changed
to
Pampers.
learn again?
What? How to do all of that?
It just came like natural.
Nah, well, you know, when my daughter, she stayed in a hospital, 3 weeks?
Because she was a preemie, right?
Yeah, because she was a preemie. So she stayed in there for 3 weeks. So those 3 weeks, we would have to go up there every day. You know what I mean? Twice a day, however, whatever. And, you know, that's where I got my re-education. Re-educated.
Snap.
You feel what I'm saying? Re-educated on it or whatever. And from there, it was just a cinch.
That is so
You know
cool.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
yay. Good
Yeah,
job
that was
on
just a cinch.
your end. So will you raise your daughter different than the boys? Without a lie. Just don't lie to me.
Nah,
So
I
everything-
I don't think my daughter's gonna drive me crazy.
Okay.
Because right now, she got 4 godmothers and counting.
Okay.
4 and counting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
I
everybody
think-
wants that.
Yeah, she got 4 godmothers and counting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All ages.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Nationalities, everything.
Hey, that's what I'm talking
But
about.
I don't think that. I just look at my sons and I look at the things that I didn't have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of understand what I'm saying? And then I look at me and my wife and what we think and what we talk about and how she think one way gonna be and I think one way gonna be. But I know it's not gonna be the way that we raised our son. I think our daughter is gonna be way more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of understand?
You guys are
Because-
going to be more protective of the baby girl, I think.
Well,
Because it's the last one, 2 big siblings, too.
mhm.
So they're going to be watching her. She cannot do a bad thing because if it's not you or your wife, it's going to be them. Like, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, so, because I know because of my brother, like, that's how we,
Yeah,
you know.
but I don't think I'm gonna be super hard on her. My goal is to educate her and on all levels, but most of all educate on a level of manipulation so she won't be easily fooled by the things
Preach.
that she see. And that's my goal. Once I can educate her on not being manipulated, then I feel that my job is almost done. If I could teach her how not to be manipulated. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I could teach her that, then she can have her own mind, make her own decisions. If she can live with those decisions she make, then I can live with those decisions she make. As long as she's not easily manipulated. You feel what I'm saying? My sons, I got to teach them something different, or I got to show them something different. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I
but my
think
daughter,
just
manipulation
you-
is everything.
I think just you being you and with their mom the way you are has already taught them the value of a female to you in their presence. You understand? Now, bringing the daughter is totally a different situation. Here you have a woman, her mom, and this is how you treat her. So she's going to learn about that. But sometimes, those men out there, they're not like that. Not all the guys are like that, the way you are with your wife. You understand?
Nah.
So that's something that she has to learn too. And she's going to be...
But
she
see,
has
my
to
wife the thug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
my
that's what
wife
I'm
the
saying,
thug in a
like-
relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She
but what
thugging
I'm
more than
saying
me.
is,
I'm
like-
like, yo, let's chill out. You know what I'm saying?
But
in
listen,
front of the
what-
liquor store. She's like, nah, let's rob the liquor store. Let's chill out at home. You feel what I'm saying? She moved like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but
nah,
the baby, like
yeah.
the girl is going. I'm telling you, I'm a girl,
Nah.
and I gotta say, I am my father's little girl. So where he went, I went.
Yeah, that's already set in stone.
So it was whether he went to a restaurant, I went with him. Whether he went to the laundromat, I went with him. And I've seen a lot of things that I was not supposed to see from his end as a dad. But like now I'm grown, I'm older. He's not here. God, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. And me and my mom, we talk sometimes, and she tells me like, there were days like you would go with him and he'll be with some chick. And I was like, one time I was like, I don't remember, but when he passed away, certain things started to come back to me, and I was like, hold on, like this guy's, this guy's a freaking genius, like in the way he moved, man. He would take me with him and do these stupid things, like for real. Like he didn't think that I was there. Like
My daughter going everywhere.
I don't know. So
You
like,
hear that?
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's
like,
going everywhere.
like
I already packed up.
I
It stayed
I
packed.
remember like, but after he passed away, because I was so infatuated over the love I had for my father, that for me to say that he was a good dad but not the best husband took me a while to say it. And I feel bad because in the midst of it, I've lost a lot of things with my mom. And me and my mom, we're great, but, I've missed out a lot on certain things going out with her or whatever. She had my sister and my brother. They were her backbones. So I always tell people, like, the girl is always with the dad. And I'm telling you, like, I blacked that stuff up. Don't ask me why or how, but to me, my father was like the best thing in the whole world. Like, I could never find something bad to say about him. So when he passed away, me and my mom will sit down. And one time after the funeral and shit, we were sitting down and she said something to me. And I was like, I don't remember. Like, she brings the story up. I was like, are you sure it was me he took? She's like, oh, yeah, I'm sure for sure. I'm like, okay. And I started, like, when I came to the States after he passed away, I was with her for a month. And when I started going, like, to sleep, I could freaking remember shit. And I was like, yo, am I dreaming or did I really actually be in there? Like, have I actually really seen him with some chick? I wasn't sure. And then I had to ask my mom, like, did she look this, and this? And she was like, yeah, that's one of, like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually remember. And, I had to, like, really, suck it up because my siblings were really upset about the whole situation because I didn't think he was a bad person. And I still don't think he was a bad person. I just think that he was going through some stuff, and I don't know what was going on between them two.
But that wasn't your responsibility. in the first
Exactly,
place.
and
Your
I
responsibility
feel
was
like
to
I
be a
shouldn't
great
be the
daughter,
one
like
that.
he was a great dad to you. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
I mean, he was the best person to me in my life. Like, he made me the person that I am today. I'm sad. I'm sad that I don't have anything else to say, but all I can say is like that's who was everything to me. He meant the whole world to me. Like when I tell you, like when he passed away, my whole life crashed. I didn't even know if I would be able to like continue on with wherever I want to go. I really didn't know. Like now it's been almost 8 years coming up, and now it's the time where I'm kind of starting to get some kind of a balance. And as I tell people, like I can at least now talk about him. Before I couldn't say anything. I just get emotional and I just shut down. And he's part of why I do this show. Because I remember being young and little going out with him. And one time I was in a restaurant with him, and I saw a lady walking with some damn heels, like stiletto heels, and walked with an old man. And I was like, why is she with him? And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, Dad, seriously, look, he's like her grandfather, and she's like 19. Why is she with that old man? He's like, you can't be judging people like that. I was like, but why not? Like, look at him and look at her. And he's like, and? So I used to think, like, okay, then I see my aunt and my uncle, like her husband now. They were, since they were 11 together, till
11?
today.
Since 11.
Till today. They were in school together. Till today. She's 55 years old. She's married him. She has 3 kids. He's every time I go and it's summer there, like most of the time it's summer when I go, and we go, all the whole family goes to the beach. He grabs her, she's tiny, he'll grab her, throw her on his shoulder. He runs like little kids. And his kids now are grown, like 22 or 23 and 18 and 19, and I'm like, and the kids are like, they love it. They're like, look at. And I used to be like, why? Like, how does that happen? Like, why is everybody so in love? Like, what makes them so unique? And that's why I came up with the show, because I used to tell my dad, I'm going to start asking a bunch of people, why do they love each other? And he said, like, yeah, that's going to be cool. Wait and see the answer. And that's how I started. And that's what kind of brought me to this show. And that's why I used to, when I started going out with W.I.T.D.O.L, I told him, I'm like, yo, I think I'm supposed to have met you because I really want to have my show. He's like, what kind of show? And I used to tell him, like, this is what I used to look at strangers and wonder, why is she with him? And what does he's old, about to die, why is she with him? And why is he so young and she's old? Why are they together? What makes them so different? And he was like, I like the concept. I was like, no, I'm just saying, like, you could see a man walking in the street and say, oh, he's the biggest drug dealer in the place. And I'll be like, okay, but he has a story. Everybody has a story. And everybody's love is different. And that's why, when I approach you, because I remember I told him, like, when I saw you on the first time we came out, and I said to him, who is he? He's like, yeah, he's really epic. Like, if you hear him sing and stuff. So we heard you, and I was like, I want him to come on my show. He goes like, don't ask him now. Just ask him the next time we see him, because then they'll see you in the crowd. They know who you are. La, la. So that's how I asked you. I was like, would you come on my show? I was like, yeah. I was like, okay. And I told him, I said, this one's going to be a tough one because I don't know him at all. And who knows what he's going to tell me. And I remember, like, when I came to the crib from Choice, I was like, okay, this is going to. And then you walked in with, like, what, 4 people? I was like, yo, I'm worried now. Are they going to kill me? He was like, why are you being so stupid? I was like, yo, I don't know them. And then they all wanted to come on my show. Like, the next time when they saw me, like, yo, come and call me on my show. I'm like, yeah.
It's always been like that. Nah, I don't carry that kind of energy. I carry all good energy. Once I learn what that do for you, I'd rather carry that than anything else.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can assume things about a person. But when they sit with you, it's a totally different,
Yeah.
situation. You don't know.
Because one is character, you know what I'm saying, or one is expression of the time that you was feeling the way that you did when you created what you ever created, and then one is who you are every day. You know what I'm saying? One is the vehicle. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear
And
you.
this
I
is
hear
just
you.
the
No,
vehicle.
I mean, I try and be
Yeah,
the.
man.
I
I
really
know what
try
you're
and
saying.
I really try and be the same. Like, but like he said to me the other day. He went to this.
Everybody trying to be the same.
Like he said to me the other day. He went to a spot, and this person recognized him, and he's trying to get information about me. So I don't know exactly how it was or whatever he said to him, but technically he was like, yeah, I'm still with Michelle. This is her show. And then he comes to me, I was like, I think he kind of maybe liked you or whatever. I was like, why? Like, I'm always.
Where you at, True?
Like, why though? Like,
Shout him out.
Yo, like, what is wrong with people? I mean, I have not been anything different. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let me just retrieve this. I have been on Facebook and had said a bunch of stuff about sometimes too much about my relationship. But that's what makes me so me.
Yeah, but you
And I like to be honest.
Yeah,
and
you
so
go through
yeah,
emotions.
sometimes
People go
we've
through
argued,
emotions.
but I tell people all the time, like, yo, if you don't have fights and you tell me you come on my show and you say we never fought, I'm gonna be like, yo, these people are lying. I don't care what they say, but they're lying.
Nah, we never disagree.
There's nothing.
We have disagreements every few hours. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said-
hours, and it just be.
And
I
it's just
think-
fine, okay, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
mean
just
that we're
the-
no longer
nah,
together.
It just mean that you know what I'm
It's just
saying.
sometimes we have our differences, and hey, I'm one of those people. I'm not easy, but like I'm a little difficult
You just
because
want-
I'm spoiled too. Like I'm so girly. Sometimes I don't understand what he's saying to me. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's because I didn't grow up in his neighborhood. Sorry, no offense, but or maybe he doesn't sometimes understand my point of view because I'm coming from Europe, where we supposedly don't have bad neighborhoods. That's what supposedly. That's what I'm just saying. That's how I grew up.
Is this true? True. Is this true?
It's true. Like, we don't have no homeless people in my country.
Europe?
Yeah, and where I grew up, we don't have no homeless people. The government always gives them a place to stay in my country.
Oh.
Yes, wherever, and he'll pay for your first year. So
Who is he?
The government.
You know, I
Well,
just
my
wanna-
taxes,
I just
shit.
want to know who to ask for.
No,
You
so
really
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying, like the way the country is there's a lot of people that will help you out. So there's now homeless people. Everybody that has kids, the government gives them money to support their kids. Even they work, him and her work. The government still gives you money that you have a baby, no matter what. Until they are 16 years old. They go to university, he gives them money to study. So college is free for everybody. And he gives them money for books, transportation, housing if they need it. So I'm just saying that's where I grew up. So then I come here and I'm here with him, and sometimes he'll tell me stuff. I'm like, what? Like I'll sit down in a minute and he'll leave. I'll be like, yo, is this like a kind of movie or something? Like, what kind of gangster movie is he in? Like, then I go like, babe, have you like I look at what he's watching on his phone, and I'm like, oh no, but that's not what he's watching. Like, I used to do that when I started going out with him because I didn't even know that certain things exist. Like, for real, I'm dead serious. Like,
believe
my
you.
sister, my brother's wife passed away. My brother, who's gonna be 40. His first wife, she passed away with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she used to need weed so she can eat. So he used to say, "Oh, I had to go to this damn not cool neighborhood just to get this. And I'm like, we have those kind of neighborhoods. I'm like, wait, are you talking about like they have guns? Like, he's like, no, Mish. Like, why would you even? So what is bad? He's just like, it's like the very like apartments where it's just the government's apartments. I said, oh, like the Bronx? He's like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's like, yo, you don't even know what the Bronx. And I was like, no, I know because Darrell, he's like, Michelle, we're not going there. It's got nothing to do with where you grew up and here. And so like, we're coming from two different worlds and people don't know how it feels. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's just that sometimes I don't know what to tell him, or maybe, you know, I'm not the best for him at times because I don't know what he's been through. So I kind of try and relate. So I think that's like one of my hardest things in our relationship is sometimes when he says things, I'll be like, what did he say? Like, what is he trying to say? So I you know, but I mean, other than that, we're good. Like I keep telling people, okay, we have our moments, but other than that,
Everybody do.
I don't know who doesn't have them.
Everybody do. Is that, you know what I'm saying? That's the makeup of that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Are those moments that you have to say, do you want to get past them, or do we want to stop
I
here?
don't.
You feel what I'm
I don't want
saying?
to stop.
That's just where everybody.
I feel like people give up.
Yeah.
That's what it is nowadays. I don't think that people just say I want to stop. It's just that they don't want to.
Don't take it serious from the beginning.
Yeah,
You
they
feel what I'm
don't. They
saying?
don't want to
So,
continue with what they have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to know what intent is coming your way when you accept it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Every proposal come, but with what intent?
What are you working on?
Working on everything. Most of
Come on,
all,
tell me some
I'll be
secrets.
working on myself. Nah, like I'm just building a
Any
building my
shows?
foundation as of now. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been through a lot as far as me, the team, and business and things of that nature. We went through a lot of ventures. The last venture was the Dear Jersey joint. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the last venture, and from there it's like you know, everybody went their separate ways, and I just went back home and I started regrouping. You kind of understand that took a lot of energy to come out there and, you know what I'm saying, and move in that manner to form some unification or whatever. So that took a lot of things a lot of energy that could have just been focused on me and the immediate people that were around me that were already winning. But then to throw that winning attitude or bring everybody into the winning attitude or a winning environment, you feel what I'm saying? That takes a lot of energy. After it ran its course, then I had to come back home and I had to, you know what I'm saying, rebuild my
Rebuild
energy.
who you're at.
And who I am or whatever. So where I'm at right now is it takes certain tools to even begin. I still record. I still do my music. I'm still capable of dropping a hit whenever I want to, or something to shake them up whenever I want to. But then at what capacity? Do I want to do it at the same capacity that I did before, or do I want to outdo myself and do it at a bigger, smarter, and wiser capacity? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm at home conditioning. I built up a studio, super fly. I built up the editing room. It's super fly. It's a nice spot. You know what I'm saying? That's just so.
Is this in your own house?
This is above my house.
Okay.
You know, you walk in there, you probably think you somewhere else, probably, you know, Denver or
That's cute.
somewhere. You
That's
know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Very
But
cool.
I put that together and I spent my time doing that. So when it's time for me to do what I do, which is to go upstairs, bring the baby upstairs, whatever, there's no restriction to how I move to get the job done. I also got, you know, G-Day, Goddess Day, which is
Yes, I
the
love her.
artist that, you know what I'm saying, we picked
Wow.
up for Girls World.
That
and
girl, I gotta
she's
say,
ready to
woo!
go.
That's what I can say. Woo, girl. Yo.
Yeah, I mean, she's ready to go.
Like the
You
first
feel
time
what?
I met her, I told her, I said, you need to do my song. Oh, yeah. And then she wasn't with you guys. She was with somebody else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I kind of, I mean, her voice, the last video that you guys did with her,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
nah, that's the
girl.
That's the
Woo!
one. That's the one. That's like That's my partner. But that's like the first person that I ever ventured out to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're my artist.
I have
and
to
it
tell you,
became a
her and
partnership.
Shot Cole
You
bang.
feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Shot
That,
Cole.
whoo,
Shot
go.
Cole.
I love
Yeah, man. So that's how that pretty much went. So, you know what I'm saying? Work with her. And I speak to her and see her often. That's who you more than likely you'll see me with when I'm moving. And it's just a dope ass relationship. And that's who I'll be focused on most when I'm not focused on what I have to do. You feel what I'm saying? And that's because I committed to saying, yes, I can get the job done for you. And she been doing a great job. We've been doing a great job. But now
She's
it's
an amazing
time
artist.
to sit down and
She kind of
really
knows
put it
exactly,
together.
you know, what she wants, and that's kind of something that a person that will have to back her up knows that she wants it so bad. Because if you think that somebody wants it so bad and is not doing anything about it, then you're gonna have to sit your booty down and be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll wait for you if you
Yeah.
whatever.
So, you know what I'm saying? So
My-
you got to have to, you could only bring a person to the level where
Yeah.
you're at, and then you're going to have to say, how do we get to the next level?
Yes,
And
I do.
right now, I'm on that mode. I need to get to the next level. Not the peak of where I've been before. No, the next level.
Higher.
You feel what I'm saying? Who creates that level? I create that level.
Exactly.
Nobody around me, not the industry. Nobody creates that level. I create that level. How will I know? How will I know when I get there?
Oh,
It's
you
because-
will.
Yeah, because
You
it'll
will.
be the feeling, the workflow, everything will be different from the way that you used to do.
Yeah,
things.
you will. Don't
feel
worry,
what I'm
because you
saying?
already been in
Yeah,
those
yeah.
places. You
Like,
just want to be in a
Yeah,
different
to
spot.
run and gun is cool, but then when you're able to sit down and not run and gun and get way more done than on a run and gun, that's when you're really doing things. When you're
Yeah.
knocking down buildings instead of just knocking down doors. That's
I like that.
what it's about.
I
know
love
what I'm
that.
saying?
And Miss Goddess Day, I love her too. I really do. I think she's an awesome artist.
Yeah.
So, what has happened with that foundation that you had with the jersey?
Did Jersey?
Did your jersey?
Well, that's.
Was it for people that don't like? Was it for
Oh,
the?
that was we was the Jersey was a tour put together and it was
the blinds or?
yeah, that was what we were putting in the forefront or bringing awareness for, which was Eyes Like Mine, which was a nonprofit. So we were raising awareness for them through the tour. You feel where I'm coming from as far as the tour or the Dear Jersey tour. It was founded by three of us. You know what I'm saying? Our partner Tab, which was Social Moments, Triangle Hip Hop, which was Gary Graham, and then of course, you know, us Boys Life. You feel what I'm saying? As it went on, you feel what I'm saying, or as we went ahead and start pushing forward or whatever. Like I say, I like to leave the game or whatever I do at its pinnacle. If you're at the pinnacle and you don't see no more up and only see down,
Yeah,
then that's where you cap it at. You kind of
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? You don't bring down the value of something or so many brands and people who have came together to come up. You leave history
up
where
there,
it's at.
yeah.
If somebody's going to come and pick up and take over or can handle it, then that be that. But you know what I'm saying? You got to know when to fold them, and we folded it. Everybody's happy, I guess. Everybody moving in their own direction. And that was just a time in my life I won't reach back. I don't reach back.
Okay,
That's-
so would you start something? Would you start some kind of a foundation for a charity foundation?
Would I?
Yeah.
I got a couple of things that I'm more so leaning towards. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things that I want to lean towards. It's just a couple things, but when God ready to give it to me, He will. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
just
Because
let me
you
know,
can't-
because
nobody can
anything
stop that.
charity, I am interested. Other than that, I would not be. I would
Yeah.
not give my all. But anything charity has to do with kids, I'm up for it.
Mhm.
So if anything you
Yeah.
ever come across and you
Yeah.
wanna, You want to have somebody in the back? I got you. I'll do whatever I can.
Yeah, and you know, it's. I know, I'm a person that could kind of call on anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't. I call on.
The right people.
I
The
say,
people
yo,
that
what
you
up?
know.
What up? And if you can, you can. If you can't, I don't force you.
Yeah,
You feel
no,
what I'm
no, I
saying?
understand.
I'm the type. I'm like, yo, I'm having a party. Come through. You really don't. You don't gotta bring nothing, but come through. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that's how I am. I'm not. I don't like to, you know, say because you have this or you have that. No, my thing is, look, come through. I want everybody to get something out of what I think can happen or what I'm willing to put my all into to make happen.
Yeah, I mean, whenever, just let us know. We'll come through.
I know.
So you've been.
Know. You know, I know.
If he can't come, I'll be there. So
you know what I'm saying? You know, I know.
I'm not. So, is there anything before we leave, before we get out of here, that you wanna anything you're working on? Any projects that you want to bring up to your audience? I'm sure your fans will want to know if you have any secrets. I mean, me too, but
nah, I don't.
I'll find out anyways.
No, I mean, I don't have no secret things that I'm working on or nothing like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing I want to pop out and say, surprise, this is this. You feel what I'm saying?
But
not
you
to
are
be
working
cocky.
with Goddess, so something.
Yeah, not to be cocky though. I think we set standards. I think
Yeah.
we set standards. You feel what I'm saying? And until you find someone that could set the standards that you set consistently, you feel what I'm saying? It's hard for you to measure what's gonna come. So everything is a surprise. That's why nothing is a surprise. You feel me? And then when you have the power to do that because your relationship with people are that intact, it's not nothing for you to say you want to do what, when, how, whatever.
Yes.
It's just when you do it, you got to make sure you're going to follow through with
and
it.
you
Why
have the right
park in the
people.
middle of the street to say, I got a nice car, if you're not going to, you're just blocking everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes or when we come to set standards. You feel what I'm saying? And whoever set the standards for us, we come to chase that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We come to be leaders. We come to be leaders. That's it. Do I got no surprise? Any surprises? No. Is it anything I want to say or anything else I'm working on? Yeah, I'm working on my family. I'm working on my family. I'm working on my relationship, you know what I'm saying, with my wife. I'm working on my relationship with my strong peoples. I'm working on that because in a minute, it seems like it's not going to be too many
So is there going to be a
relationships
wedding?
standing. It's always going to be a wedding.
Always. So better make sure you invite me.
Be
All
a
right?
wedding.
I'll be the
That's up
first
to her.
one.
That's up to Ebony, man.
I'll talk to her.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It ain't me. It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? She know.
Oh, shoot. He gave it all to you, girl.
If we walk down that aisle, she know that means look. That's a whole nother thing.
That's gonna be an epic time, man.
The Bible say a whole nother thing about that.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
I thank you.
Hey,
for coming. You are such an awesome person to be around and
you
have.
are too.
I appreciate you. I love you for real.
Come on, do this side. I know.
Yo, you are the best, man. I love you for being a great dad and a great man to your girl. So please, keep us in the loop with anything that you guys are doing.
I'm gonna get her up here for you.
All right. I'm waiting. So
you want to tell her something before?
Who?
You want to tell
Ebony?
her? You want?
Ebony. Yo, you ready? Let me know when you're ready to get married. I'll be there, okay? I'll put on the show. What is the definition of love? Will be airing at your wedding, girl. Watch. So, anyways, thank you guys. I really appreciate it for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you.
Hey, peace.